Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am very good. I've got a DD today on a more personal level about a decision I've come to. I'm at peace with this decision, and maybe it'll lead to something new. I don't know. But a lot of people watched my show, The Drive, over the last 18 years, and I thought I'd explain why I've decided to leave the show, that the show will continue in other hands, and I might have other plans here with this YouTube channel. First, your reminder, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, please. Leave those comments and of course, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. I do also want to point out that Milrig Golf Clothing is no longer the official sponsor of the DD, so I'll stop mentioning them, but the code and the link will remain down in the story. It is still active. So back in 2006, I got a call, and folks in Lawrence wanted me to come over to talk about being on a TV show. Yeah, in Lawrence. And I did. I went over there, and the Sunflower Cable, the owner of the cable system in Lawrence, had an incredible news station and a great setup, and wanted to start a Sunday night sports show. And so I met Kevin Romery from Lawrence 6, the original producer, Ann Nickham, or director, or whatever Ann's title was. She's brilliant. Tom Keegan from the Lawrence Journal World, and I, of course, knew Nick Griffith at the time. He was from one of the Topeka stations, moved on to Denver, incredibly talented. Way too good looking, though. It's ridiculous. I love those guys. I loved everyone that was associated with it. I met incredible people behind the cameras and in the booth at Lawrence 6, the station. It was an incredible experience. For 9 years, we did that show out of Lawrence. For 9 years, I drove every Sunday night during football and basketball season to Lawrence, of all things. And I was strangely really recognized in Lawrence because they played that show on repeat throughout the week. Eventually, the cable station or the cable entity was sold and sold again, and they just shut the entire newsroom down, which was a shame. And WIBW-TV, Channel 13, the big monster signal out of Topeka, bought the show and invited me and Tom Keegan to serve as a two-man co-host panel. And we had a blast. But Tom eventually moved on to another job, and Scott Chasen, my colleague from fog.net, the KU site on 24/7, became my co-host, and we rocked it for a while. I loved doing it with Chasen, and he moved on. And so Michael Swain, who took over that job, decided to step in, and he also was brilliant. All three with different styles, putting up with my nonsense. That was 9 more years, 18 years of hosting or co-hosting The Drive. And I've decided it's a wrap. I'm done. I'm done. I wanted to get to 20, but I decided it's a perfect time to step away. Michael Swain decided to step away, and instead of transitioning to a fourth co-host out of Topeka, I said, why don't they just hire new hosts, period. If they want to continue the show, they can bring in their own people. They can change the format, whatever they want to do. It's their show, even though I've hosted it. And the folks at WIBW, like Lawrence 6, were brilliant, wonderful. I met amazing people, incredible professionals. But for me, focusing on GoPowercat and my health, because the last 6 years during my cancer journey, making that drive some Sunday nights was incredibly rough. And I was worn out. So worn out, I stopped covering football games on the road, but kept doing that. And that was upside down. So I'm going back on the road this year, and I decided it's time to back away from the drive and do my own thing or not do anything at all on Sundays. But I wanted to do it from in my studio right here and send it over to Topeka, and they want it done in their studio, requiring the host to drive over. So that wasn't happening, and I am stepping out of the picture. They'll continue the show. It'll still be great. Everyone in North Central Kansas is going to love that thing. Throughout the years, I've been recognized for that more than anything I've ever done. And it breaks my heart to leave those viewers behind, but I might well do something on YouTube on Sunday nights. I'm pondering it. I don't want to overload myself. I could use a day off. I don't really take them in football season. But there's 3 options on the table. I could do a Big 12 show on our Big 12 Insiders channel, and I think we're going to have enough programming there. I could do a K-State only show on Sunday nights, a live, and I do another live show on another night in the week about K-State. The most viable option is for Swain and I to get together and replicate our own version of the show, of course, without scripts at all, without, planned breaks, and just do our thing without a clock and go as long as we want. If we do something, that might be it. Or it might just sit on my butt, another strength. But I wanted to thank everyone who supported the show through the years. As Keegan said so many times, it's the gunsmoke of sports shows. It just doesn't go away, and it's not going away anymore. It's going to still be there on Channel 13. And it wasn't an easy decision, and I just love everyone's support, and thank you so much. On to other things. I'm retiring from the drive.